Hello, my name is Lauren Bass, and I am the owner of Bass Empire LLC. I am creating a crowdfunding campaign with hopes to receive donations to equal 1 year's salary so that I can pivot to becoming a full-time entrepreneur. I deeply believe that if I have 12 months to go all in on my businesses, that I will be able to reach some major accomplishments and goals and make a lot of impact. So a little bit about me. I am a graduate of Valdosta State University in Valdosta, Georgia. My bachelor's degree is in speech communications with an emphasis in public relations, and I have a master's degree in higher education leadership. Since 2013, I have been working full-time as a higher education professional, working between housing and residence life, student activities, and admissions, so enrollment management, whether it was financial aid, undergraduate admissions, or graduate admissions. It's just been a phenomenal and amazing experience. I've learned so much through my career that it's also helped me create a new business idea. So the three businesses that I am hoping to really launch, and not launch, is one business that's going to get launched, but two businesses I'm ready to scale. The first business that I want to scale is my sauce and chili business called LB's Chili Bar. I'm going to put the link in the description of each business so you can kind of see some of the accomplishments that I've already made. LB's Chili Bar started in 2019, and luckily it has survived the pandemic and it is still growing and going, and I'm ready to see how I can take this business to the next level. But it is a business where I make a sweet and spicy chili as well as some sweet and spicy sauces. My next business is called Bass Consulting. I started off doing resumes and cover letter work and helping people do job searches. It advanced to me being able to do a presentation at a national conference about minority negotiations. The conference presentation turned into a TED Talk, also titled Minority Negotiations, which then turned into me self-publishing a book called Minority Negotiations. So I'm very, very passionate about helping minorities and underrepresented minorities just learn how to advocate for themselves in the workplace, whether it's not just the salary, but total compensation packages. So occasionally I still do some resume and cover letter work, but I really would like to start getting more consulting opportunities for, one, helping people negotiate, but two, for enrollment management consulting. So I love higher education and I love strategy. So it would be my goal to make this pivot of using these past 9-10 years of experience in higher education to be a consultant to colleges and universities, but then also use my time and experience with negotiating to help empower others and teach them strategies to also negotiate. The business that I am launching, this one is amazing, super excited. It is called the HSI Common App. So for those who are college bound or already have kids in college, if you may already be familiar with this, but there's the Common App, which is a platform that allows students to apply for multiple colleges at one time. Then there's the Common Black App that allows for students to apply specifically to HBCUs. And I am creating the HSI Common App for Hispanic serving institutions and emerging Hispanic serving institutions. So this will be a platform that really highlights the growing population of Hispanic and Latinx students, helping them find the institutions that have the resources and the support systems to help them not only make it to college, but matriculate through college. So that is the business that I'm hoping to I've already started all of the, the paperwork and the marketing and the business concept, and I've got the website going, but honestly, I'm at a point where it's time to start building relationships with school systems. It's time to start building relationships and partnerships with institutions and universities. And a lot of that takes time during 9 to 5 hours. So the goal is to supplement my income through this crowdfunding platform, make the amount of money that I would normally make in 1 year's salary, and really be able to communicate with the people that I need to build these relationships with during their normal business hours. It's unrealistic to think that I could do this stuff during a lunch break. These are three massive businesses, very different. I pride myself in my ability to do great things, but I know that I need more time. And my full-time job can sometimes really be exhausting and draining, and it doesn't leave a lot of time for me to work towards the business. It doesn't always give me enough time to work towards the business, but I've gotten a lot of work done. So I'm going to post my YouTube link in the comments in the section, the bio. I'm going to post my podcast link. I'm going to post my websites, just so much so you can see. While I have been a dualpreneur, which is a full-time entrepreneur and a full-time employee and a part-time entrepreneur, I now want to use my time and efforts to become a full-time entrepreneur so that I can do more of the things that will make an impact. I am very, very, very all in on the work that I do and what I know I can accomplish and the resources that I'm able to give. Another thing with Bass Consulting is I am launching a mastermind group. So in 2023, the goal is a road to $100,000. And I am trying to reach my first $100,000. I really feel like the HSI Common App will be a platform that helps do that, because it's going to be an educational tech business. So that's what it is, an ed tech company. And so as I continue to learn while I'm creating these businesses and I'm scaling these businesses, I can now share my resources and the information with others who have a like-minded goal to make $100,000. And through the information that I consume, I love podcasts, I love audiobooks, I love watching different people's interviews, Rachel Rogers, Earn Your Leisure, Sleep is for Suckers. So I listen to all of this content, and a lot of times someone is asked, was it harder to make your first 100,000 or your first million? And the answer is always your first 100,000, because during that process, that's when most of us entrepreneurs are creating our systems and our structure. And once you have proper structure and systems in place, you are able to just duplicate that and keep going and keep going and keep going. And that's how you scale and grow. So 3 important businesses that for me, I'm making an impact. And I hope that I'm able to raise the money to supplement my income so I can become a full-time entrepreneur. With LB's Chili Bar, I'm making an impact by making people smile when they're having delicious food with their friends, their family, even sitting on the couch by themselves. But also whenever I do events with food, any leftover food, I always make plates for the homeless, because everybody doesn't always know where their next meal is coming from. And that's very important for me to kind of make a contribution to the food shortage and the situations that people are in. So that's kind of how I make a certain contribution. But a lot of times I participate in philanthropy and service projects where I'm using funds from the business to continue to give back to the communities in which I live in. With Bass Consulting, I'm making an impact through the mastermind that's about to be launched. I'm making an impact with empowering people to know how to negotiate and understand their self-worth in the workplace. I'm making an impact by just really sharing knowledge on my podcast that's free and available to anybody. It's the Bass Consulting Podcast. And then with the HSI Common App, the goal is to really create access and equity for Hispanic and Latinx students. Those people of color like myself, we deal with a lot of equity issues, and just kind of working in higher education, it showed me that that's a niche area that hasn't been tapped into. And I just really want to make sure I'm making an impact with the knowledge that I have and the skill sets that I can bring to the table. So any amount that you can give will greatly be appreciated. Please, please, please help me try to make this pivot to become a full-time entrepreneur. It will mean the world to me. I will always put updates. You can follow all of my social media platforms. I hope you believe in me the way how I believe in myself. And thank you so much for your time.